Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. Mr. Chair, may I invite the attention of the former Secretary, Atty. Roque. I'd like to direct my questions to him. Thank
Please
you.
proceed.
Magandang hapon po, Secretary Roque.
Good afternoon po.
Just to move back a little bit, from the previous committee hearing that we had, and this is born out from the exchanges when I asked you about your participation in offering legal services to Whirlwind. Do you confirm now, Mr. Chair, that you represented Whirlwind in an ejectment case filed sometime in August of 2023?
Yes, Mr. Chair, I confirm that. As in fact, I've submitted documents to the committee.
Yes. And is this case now currently being heard in the Court of Appeals?
A decision was rendered. We had filed a motion for reconsideration, which remains pending,
And
Mr. Chair.
Yes. And would you confirm, Mr. Chair, Attorney Roque, that the this case was commenced through the filing of the petition for annulment of judgment with application for temporary restraining order and writ of preliminary injunction dated on August 29, 2023. Would you confirm, Mr. Chair, Secretary Roque?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Qualifying that earlier we had filed a motion for the Regional Trial Court of Angeles City to recall its writ of execution,
Yeah.
and that was filed second week of August.
Okay. So, but notwithstanding that this already been filed before the Supreme Court, and I'm citing this particular case that I'm bringing out in the open, would you confirm, Mr. Secretary?
Yes, the petition
Yeah.
was filed. It was a petition for annulment,
Okay.
Mr. Chair.
Also, we presume, Mr. Chair, that as a seasoned lawyer, such as yourself, Mr. Chair, that you presume that the petition must be verified, and also it is also inclusive of that petition, Mr. Chair, is a verification. The verification, Mr. Chair, is a statement, Mr. Chair, inclusive of that, under oath regarding, number one, the truthfulness of the filing, the truthfulness of the case, of the allegation of the pleading, and that the pleading was filed in good faith, and that the allegations are supported by evidence. Do you support this, Mr. Chair?
That is a requirement of the courts, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. So the statement and the petition were sworn to before you, Mr. Chair?
I'm sorry, Mr. Chair?
So the petition, Mr. Chair, of the statements in this petition was sworn to, meaning it has all the necessary attachment, including the signatures, etc.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay. So, Mr. Chair, did you affix your signature in this petition?
As one of the lawyers that prepared the petition, yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay. So you are also aware, Mr. Chair, that, well, I'm sure you're aware of this, that under the revised rules of court, the signature of an attorney constitutes a certification that the factual contention in the pleading have evidentiary support. Do you confirm this, Mr. Chair? I'm sure this is just a regular administrative requirement or processes. Would you confirm that, Mr. Chair?
That these are facts borne by records and as relayed by the clients at the time of filing.
That all the documents attached therein are all supported by evidence. Am I correct, Mr. Chair?
Well, not supported by evidence because the language, Mr. Chair, of the verification is not that it is all supported by documents, but the language, if I'm not mistaken, is that I am the person who is authorized to file, has authority to file, and that it was not intended to, that he is not guilty of forum shopping, and that the contents thereof are true and correct of their own personal knowledge.
Yeah, so that would also include, of course, some witnesses as required by the courts in filing this petition. Am I correct, Mr. Chair?
Yes, witnesses as provided to us by our clients, Your Honor, at the time of drafting and filing the petition.
So, Mr. Chair, may I ask, Mr. Chair, when you filed this petition, was Cassandra Ong as a witness, Mr. Chair?
Yes, she signed as a corporate secretary, and she also, I think, executed an affidavit, but I do not have the files with me right now.
Yeah, but she was, at this point in time, in 2023, she was, I guess, already part of Whirlwind Company. Am I correct?
Yes, she signed as corporate secretary of Whirlwind.
Let me just refer to the documents that I have here in my possession, Mr. Chair. This is based on the sublease agreement entered into between Whirlwind Company and Lucky South 99. The date is very important, Mr. Chair, because at this point in time, under the sublease agreement, which was signed on January 5, 2021, and this is 2 years before the filing of that petition, Cassandra Ong is already now part of Whirlwind Company, previously from the Lucky South 99. So you confirm, Mr. Chair, that Cassandra Ong is also one of the witnesses whose signatures are fixed in the petition?
I am not aware, as of time of filing of the petition, of the contents of the sublease agreement between Whirlwind and Lucky South because it was not material to the ejectment case.
No, I'm asking, Mr. Chair, I'm just citing you the date because at this point in time, when you filed the petition, Cassie Ong, which one of your whose signatures are fixed in the petition, was already part of the Whirlwind Company and previously was part of the Lucky South 99. Now, I do not need your confirmation in this because I have my documents here. I want you to ask a question. Very simple lang po, Mr. Secretary, because I know you're one of the attorneys and, due diligence, I'm really, I would really believe that you really done your homework and you really gone through all these details, Mr. Chair. So, you confirm that Cassie Ong was one of the witnesses in the filing of this petition?
She signed and verified the petition as Corporate Secretary of Whirlwind.
Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
we confirm that.
We're on the same length. This is the
Yes.
same Cassie Ong, Mr. Chair, that is now being detained by the Indonesian immigration, Mr. Chair, a couple of days ago, fled the country with the former mayor, Bambam Mayor, Alice Guo, Mr. Chair, whose investigation by the Senate is also ongoing. So this is the same Cassie Ong, Cassandra Ong we're talking here, Mr. Chair.
Yes.
No,
That's
just
the-
I don't.
Yes,
That
Your
was
Honor.
not. That was not a question. I'm
Okay.
sorry, Mr. Secretary. That was just an information that I want to share to the public. Now, also in the same petition, you also have Miss Ronaldine Baterna as witness. Am I correct?
I do not recall who the witnesses were included, no? But all the witnesses had to execute affidavits. But the truth of the matter is I was not personally the one who drafted the petition. I read the petition, I signed it, I was responsible for the theory, but I'm not aware of all the evidence that were appended to it. I did not take any statement from any witness, and I signed the pleading after it was prepared, and after it had been verified by the not plaintiff, but by the petitioner.
Well, so that's so unfortunate, Mr. Chair, because earlier I was asking you about just an administrative processes of filing a cases, and you have even enlightened me that there must be a truthfulness in the
Yes.
petition, that everything it's been filed in good faith, and it also be supported by, according to you, not the word is not really evidence, but the regular. You have the witnesses and the lawyers. I'm confused, Mr. Secretary, because you didn't know that Ronaldine Baterna, who at this point in time is now the corporate secretary of Lucky South 99, also is one of your witnesses that you yourself have filed and signed part of the petition, Mr. Chair. So, nandito po siya. Kaya nga po nagtataka, bakit hindi niyo po alam? Yes, please.
I do not know what other titles she had. But as a lawyer, we prepared the affidavit for the witnesses. They affirmed their affiliation. And if they lied under oath, that is their lookout.
Yeah,
it is not
okay.
the responsibility of the lawyer to make sure that everything that the witness says in a sworn statement is the truth, because we only warn them you could be persecuted for perjury if you include a falsity.
Okay,
Mr.
so
Chair.
I give you that, Mr. Chair, Attorney, because hindi naman lahat tayo ay nare-remember po natin yung mga nakaraan, di ba? Alam ko ho, baka ang dami niyo pong talagang mga kliyente Kasi sa galing niyo pong abogado, talagang pupuntahan ho kayo ng mga tao. So, I
Hindi
give you
naman
that.
po.
I give you that,
Hindi naman
Mr.
po.
I give you that po, Chairman
Hindi naman
Attorney Roque, that you may forgot that Ms. Ronalyn Baterna is one of the witnesses whose signature is affixed in the petition that you filed before the Supreme Court. Before that's now pending in the Court of Appeals, na kayo po yung you are representing Whirlwind Company, no?
Yes.
Andito po sa akin. You don't need to.
She signed po as a Whirlwind
yeah.
employee.
So what confuses me still, Secretary Roque, is that at this point in time, going back to your previous statements, and you said you had nothing to do with Lucky South 99, hindi ho ba? Tama po
Yes.
ba yun? Yeah.
Yes, I have nothing to do with Lucky South 99.
Okay. And that you are representing only Whirlwind Company, no?
Yes, Mr. Chair, only Whirlwind because the case involves only Whirlwind Company.
Yes, and the Whirlwind Company is material yung filing of the cases because it involves also the lessor and the lessee, in this case, Lucky South 99. And I'll
No,
Mr.
Mr.
Chair,
Chair,
I'll
I'm
take
sorry, as an issue of law.
Mr. Chair, just
Mr. Chairman,
mamaya po,
Mr. Chairman,
let's
just,
lay down.
just-
Yes,
Again.
I apologize.
No, you
I
stop
apologize.
talking. Just to remind you again, this will be your last warning. Please don't speak unless otherwise you're recognized by the chair.
Yes, Mr.
Harry
Chair.
Roque.
And may I also remind our resource persons to please, when you reply to a question propounded by a member of the committee, please address the chair. Thank
Yes,
you.
thank you. Thank you. So what is confusing to me, Mr. Chair, up to this point, is that Ms. Ronalyn Baterna is, according to the petition, is an employee of the petitioner and an executive assistant of Catherine Cassandra L. Ong. So this is to me, Mr. Chair, I don't know with Secretary Roque because he seems to be forgetting all of the details that are important in filing in the filing of this case, ejection case. Catherine Ronalyn Baterna, who now, this is 2023, is now the part of Lucky South 99, also signed as a witness as an executive assistant of Ms. Catherine Ong, which, if we follow the sublist date signed between Lucky South 99 and Whirlwind Company, si Ms. Cassandra Ong is nasa Whirlwind Company na. So bakit ang tanong po, ang ordinaryo na tao, maganda ho dahil hindi ako abogado, Atty. Roque, kanina nakikinig po ako sa mga tanong ni Congresswoman Luisto at saka Congressman Nograles. Medyo nawawala din ho ako. Buti na lang, hindi ako abogado. But I'd just like to find out that why on earth you keep on insisting that you have nothing to do with Lucky South 99 when one of your witnesses is in fact, according to this record, truthfulness sinabi according to the rules of court, is the executive assistant of Cassandra L. Ong. Yun lang po hindi ko maintindihan, no? Mr. Secretary. Now, it proves to say, and I don't know if you still could maintain your position that you have nothing to do with Lucky South 9. I'll give you that, no? I'll give you that. But the point that we want to arrive at, Mr. Chair, is that unang-una, Lucky South 99 and Whirlwind Company, as provided to us by several documents, the sublease, this petition, it only arrives into a conclusion which is very simple. Though they may be different entities, but they're run by the same people. We cannot deny and we cannot assail these documents, Mr. Chair. You know, the only way for us to move forward and move out from this labyrinth of lies and this cobweb of deception is to go back to the documents that we are in possession, Mr. Chair. So again, let me ask po, did you, Mr. Chair, did you know that Ms. Catherine Ong, Ronelyn Baterna, who poses as part of the Lucky South 99, affixed her signature in the petition, claiming to be the executive assistant of Cassandra Ong, who is at this point in time is a member, is already now part with Wilwin Company, which you represent.
What I know, Mr. Chair, is that this person who executed this affidavit claimed to be an employee of Whirlwind. And I had no indications to doubt her statement that she was an employee of Whirlwind because at this point, the case was involving Cruz and Whirlwind and did not involve at all Lucky South. So I had no reason to inquire into Lucky South because Lucky South was not a party to the ejectment case.
Mr. Chair,